another live stream, guys. And in today's live stream, as you can see from the title of the stream, guys, it has been a long while since I did a Grand Theft Auto 5 online video slash stream. I've noticed that there's a few things that has been put into the game, like some new missions that I actually missed back in Halloween. A couple of buddies of mine that still play Grand Theft Auto 5 actually told me about this, and it's like, hey Chronic, man, why don't you put it on your stream, man? Do these missions, get you some money up. There actually is a beautiful, I like this. Y'all wait until y'all see this. This is a actually wonderful looking motorcycle. It's really cool. If you have not seen it yet, man, y'all gonna love this. Man, this thing is wonderful, guys. I mean, I got to try it for like 30 seconds, and then I went to the Los Santos Customs to actually fix it up, and then somebody come in there, killed the dude. Oh, right there it is, guys. You see it? Right there it is. That's just a front view of it, but that's what's to be expected. So, I hope you guys enjoy the stream, guys. I hope y'all show all the love and support y'all been doing, man. I appreciate each and every one of you for all the love and support. I know it's been a minute since your boy Chronic's been doing some live streams, man. I've just been really sick, and I just I just needed a couple days to recover. So, but your boy's back, man, and I'm doing a lot better. And we're gonna be definitely doing some pretty cool stuff, man. And yet, sadly, guys, I still haven't got the Modern Warfare, but it's fine. That's okay. We'll eventually get it. It's okay. It's not a big deal. We'll continue to smash it over on Black Ops 4. And guys, y'all know what time it is. Y'all heard the lighter strike. Y'all want to smoke along at home with Chronic? Y'all know exactly what to do. Get your lighters, get your bongs, bowls, blunts, or even papers. You know how to do it. Roll up and blow one for the pole one. And I had an error joining a session. Wow. Okay. And I just seen my online character getting ready to come down, and I had an error. Yeah, that's another thing, guys. A buddy of mine, like a couple of them have told me that there has been some unexpected errors on Grand Theft Auto 5. They don't know if it has to do with the new update that they did past Halloween. It just passed. They ain't for sure. So we seen right there firsthand what they experienced was something. It's exactly what they experienced, but we definitely experienced an error right there. So let me go ahead and grab me some coffee. This is what's been helping me out, guys. It's been coffee and tea. Right there, guys, that's a new mission that they actually put into the game.
How was your day?
My day has been, I would say, alright today. Not too bad, but I mean, it could be better. I mean, it really could be better, but I am glad today, you know, is right now has been starting of a good day because I'm able to stream for you guys, and makes me feel good, you know, when I'm streaming for you guys, man. It really does. It helps me mentally, physically, and emotionally, you know, to come on here, guys, and share my gameplay with you guys. Also, to be able to talk to y'all and see how everybody else is doing in the world, you know. And it takes a person with a good, honest heart to actually really, honestly, truly tell you guys that, you know, he really cares, you know, about his viewers. He really cares about other people, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying all YouTubers are the same. I'm not saying that YouTubers are all straight money hungry type people. Some of them are. They really are. And they don't care what kind of content they throw out. And I do. I mean, I care what kind of content I throw out. You know, I want to try to do something I haven't done in a minute. I try to switch it up a little bit. You know, I've heard a lot of people ask me, you know, Chronic, when are you going to do this? I am not dealing with, oh, hold on a minute. Whoa, 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 yada, we're not doing that. Okay, okay. Sorry about that, guys. We turn the music off. Let me go actually and do this real quick. Let me turn the music all the way off. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we turn the music all the way off. Okay, now we're good. We're all wonderful now, guys. If you guys don't know what this car is, this is actually, no joke, the fastest car in the game. Please do it on the damn motors. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, guys, this is the fastest car on the game, which you would not expect it to be the fastest car in the game, but it really is. I tried to do that smooth, but I didn't do it. Okay, so we're going to get to near the Los Santos Customs here, so that way we can fix this trike up. Now, last time, okay, there it is. It fixed itself. Okay, because last night I actually joined a lobby just to see what was really going on. And am I able to call that in by this? No, you're not. Or that's really weird. You're not able to call your trike in.
Some wheels?
Why are you not able to call your trike in? Oh, that would explain it probably. Let's try that again. We're gonna do some myth busting.
Morse Mutual, how can I be of service? Sure.
Alright, let's try this again. Nope. So you're not able to call the bike in through your motorcycle club. Interesting. Even though that it is a motorcycle, so I guess you're not able to call it in. And the typical stuff on Grand Theft Auto 5 that you will see. People running around, killing people with obviously. And what we're going to do, guys, I'm going to, now I know this is what everybody calls the Pootie Cat mode, but I'm only going into the Pootie Cat mode for a exact reason, because I want to not get killed, especially by that guy that's riding around. So, but anyway, guys, here's the bike. Pretty cool little bike. I still needed to fix a few things up on it.
What's wrong with
I wasn't able to fix it up all the way, because like I said yesterday, I tried to fix it up a little bit, and then somebody killed me. I think the farthest I got was, okay, I already put the transmission. Okay, I didn't get the wheels. Okay.
This is the same stuff they use on armored cars, you know.
That's interesting. Very interesting. So you're not able to change any wheels, so you have to keep what's there. Very interesting. They should have at least let you change something about this. But this is a very unique design. As you can see, it's a really crazy design. It's like a drag car. It's got a drag car look, like, you know, the nose of it, where there would be like two kind of smaller wheels at the front, but it's got just one large wheel. Very unique design. It really is. And the intake, I actually did just do a single on the air filters. I did do a single filter blower. You can do an oval bug catcher, and then you got the triple. I just seemed like the single filter blower kind of seemed a little better than if you was to do like the oval or the triple. I mean, yeah, you got the stock, which is a dual, but then you got the dual filter blower. I just think that the single looks a little bit better. I mean, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Let's see if there's anything new. We're actually going to put that on because Halloween just
Do you have
passed.
any fun plans this week?
So, I mean, I didn't get to buy any of the new ones. So, there's also, guys, another car that's out. As soon as we got here, I'll show you. Okay, so we had a few people leave. Okay, so there's another car. The Pegassi Zorosso, I think that's how I said it. The Zorosso, I think I'm saying it correctly. But then obviously you got the Occult Jugular, which the Occult Jugular actually looks pretty cool. So those are the three new cars that they released since y'all actually seen me last play on Grand Theft Auto 5. I do not know what the speeds are on these, if they're any good or anything, so if y'all want to actually look at that, you know, y'all can give me on a second if y'all want to read that for a second. I mean, as y'all can see the stats down here, they're pretty, I mean, they're pretty decent, but the only thing it really matters as much is this one, the Locust. As you can see, the acceleration is like pretty horrible, like in standards of like all the other cars. And this car right here, guys, is not, I mean, it's pretty decently fast, but it's not fast at all. Like, if you're looking for a very fast car, do not, and I repeat, do not go and get this. You know, I hate to tell you that, you know, the Emirates, the Krager, the Neo, the Thrax, all the other cars are well worth it. You know, I think even the Obey is faster. No, I think the Obey might be a little slower, but it could be faster. Now, if y'all look, the car that I was riding in, that the first of the stream here, guys, look at this. Okay, just look at the stats on this. Okay, the Fiera or the Pharaoh or whatever the hell you call it, but I call it the Fiera. I think that's how you pronounce it. But anyway, look at this, guys. The top speed and acceleration. The acceleration is like way down, and like the top speed is not all the way up. But Wait, was I looking at... I was looking at the wrong one. Why did it go? Okay, here we go. The Fiera. Okay, yeah, I was okay. I was looking at the right one. But as y'all can see, like, the top speed is down. But, yeah, it's the fastest car in the game. I don't know if this is probably the the fastest bike in the game or what, but we're gonna test this out. We're also going to test a couple other theories of mine really fast. And we're going to put those to the test right now. So, actually, we're going to have to disable passive mode. We're going to see if the speed glitch actually works on this car or not. If you guys don't know what the speed glitch is, I'll show you guys right now. Okay, well, we'll find out in 5 seconds. Alright, I'm glad there's nobody around us. Okay, so, anyway, what you do is you want to... Okay, so we're not able to pop the wheel. But what you would do is you would pop the wheel, and like your car or bike or whatever you're in, I'll show y'all like the difference. Okay, like watch this car. Okay, we'll do something like as simple as this. Okay, as y'all can see, like the speed of this is very slow, right? Okay, so now what we're gonna do really quick, we're gonna turn this around. Now we're gonna go ahead, pop the wheels. As y'all can see, this thing is actually moving pretty quickly. You know, yeah, there's no way of controlling it, so you're practically screwed. I mean, if there's any control, it's, you know, yeah, if you hit something, you know, after a while, you know, crushing the front end a little bit, you have a little bit more control. But yeah, so that's that, guys. Like, just showing you the new cars. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump into the new jobs. Is these the new ones? Where's the new ones? Quick job. Is there any...
What do you want, Brett?
Send me a game request when you are.
Well, I'm done raising that little shit.
That is messed up.
So stressed out. You have no idea. This job is killing me.
Alright, Alright, so we're gonna jump into this so that way we're not getting killed by the cops. But I'm hoping that this possibly is it. It is double money and double RP, but I'm not 100% sure that this would be the new one. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, so we are good. So this one is Project 4808C in Grapeseed. Okay, so I don't know. Endless waves disabled. Okay, so we have like a certain amount. This is a survival, so I would probably assume that you're the aliens, you know, like just from the picture up there. So I wonder if there's UFOs. That'd be really, like, I see the UFO there. I just wonder if there is UFOs. To know that this is double money and double RP, it actually might be worth it. But all the other survivals were like 30 to 60k. Well, 60k if you actually done like really well in the survivals. I don't know. I think it's like 500 or 1,000 for like each round. I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh, that is really cool how you come down. That is really awesome. So they are UFOs. This is really cool. So, oh, that's new armor. That is awesome. That is really cool. So we have like a minigun here. And we have more ammo there. So we're killing like the cops. Okay. Okay, so you go up the ladder here. Okay. Alright. Very odd, but... Okay, so the eggs are health. Very interesting. Okay, so here is that. Let's go ahead and grab us some more armor. Grab us some more ammo from here. Okay. So let's go down here and grab this armor. And we're just gonna let them get their kills real quick, and we're just gonna go around and pick up some ammo. Okay, so alright. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up this health. Now okay. I guess those are gonna be pretty needed, I would say. Okay, don't understand why, but so once they get done there, alright, so hit them across the road. Okay, so we're back in. We're just going to have a better setup is all. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab some ammo, armor here. And then we'll go over here and grab some ammo.
Do you do heists?
Yeah, I do heists.
What console are you on?
I'm on PS4. Yeah, I do all kinds of stuff on here. Yeah, I'm on PlayStation 4 right now, so I mean, on last gen, there's really nothing you can do on last gen. And plus, on last gen, all you would see is modders and stuff, and last gen is kind of broken. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna need to definitely drop down. Oh, aw, man. Well, I guess this is probably gonna be the round that we're all gonna die. I desperately needed ammo. I would not use that minigun, bud. That minigun is just not gonna be your friend, I'm promising you. Dude, I would get off of that edge like that. Like, you got all these people climbing up that building behind you. They're definitely going right towards that building. He needs to hide. If I was him, I would be hiding. I would get behind that. No, I would not sit like that. I would sit up behind it. Yeah, like the other dude. See, this guy over here. Let's go ahead and get over to him. See, now what he's doing is a smart move. Now, he's being very smart about it. Now, right now, I would actually smack that guy coming up. There you go. Just constantly roll, and they're going to constantly come up. Get him! Don't sit there. They're going to keep coming. Now shoot them as they come up the building there. What's this guy doing? He ain't even shooting none. You're getting ready to die, bud. Kill that dude beside of you. Y'all sitting there with 3 people beside of you over there. So, but once we spawn in...
Sup, cuz?
What is up? So, once we spawn in, we're going to definitely go ahead and grab our armor, our ammo, our health, everything. So here we're going to spawn in right now. And we are going to go ahead and grab one of those, we're going to definitely grab some ammo. The armor, and we're definitely going to desperately need this. Hopefully I can grab this just in time and rush over really fast. Go up the ladder really quickly. Okay. So we're going to rush over here. We're going to get on this side. That's exactly what we're going to need. We're going to wait for a second. The air support should be coming in soon. What? Where? Where did he shoot me? Was they behind me? Hold on a minute. That's got me intrigued. Where were they at?
I don't want to be here.
Where did they shoot me from? I don't understand. That's got me seriously intrigued. Where did they kill me from? They had to be over to the side. They had to be over there. But I didn't see them marked on the map or nothing. So... I mean, that was definitely something, well, we're going to definitely need ammo, desperately, and hopefully we can reach this ammo and then climb on up.
You fucking loser! I suppose we can move in then.
Whoa! What the hell happened there? What? What? Hold on a second, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. That was just a buddy of mine calling. He was making sure that I still needed a ride for tomorrow. I have to go to my doctor's appointment tomorrow, so he's going to give me a lift instead of me just going ahead and going there, because I need somebody to drive me back. So he offered to lend a hand. I just don't want to go to the doctor and then having to drive myself back, and yeah, that just ain't going to be a good sign for me. And I don't want people to be like, well, Chronic was under the influence. He was driving under the influence. No. No, Chronic's smarter than that. I'm not going to be driving under the influence of nothing. I mean, at one point, I will let y'all know. At one point, I did have to drive, and it was actually the scariest thing of my life. I was under the influence of alcohol, okay? But I wasn't drunk, like, to the point, no, I was like a 0.9 or like a 0.10, somewhere in there. But I wasn't like wasted. I was conscious. I could drive. You know, I wasn't like wasted all over the road. I mean, I was doing the speed limit, staying between lines, everything, man. I was perfect. And but what I was having to do, and it was not planned. See, I had a designated driver. Well, my designated driver got wasted. Okay, he got absolutely blistered, wasted. So, and on top of that, I was actually gonna say, well, we'll just camp out for the night. We'll just build a campfire, and I had some blankets, and I actually had an old tent that actually fit like 4 people. So I was like, well, we'll just pitch a tent. But come to find out, my buddy, which was supposed to be the designated driver, had a doctor's appointment early that morning. And I looked at my phone. I had no charger, no nothing. My phone was at like 28%, and I knew it wouldn't last until in the morning. So I had to have an idea. So, yeah, I made the decision, okay, I'm going to drink some energy drinks. Well, I had some energy drinks. I had like a case of Red Bulls and all that. I was like, okay, I'm going to drink some Red Bulls, and I'm going to drink some coffee and stuff like that. What, you know, we had some iced coffees and stuff. I'm going to sober up. So, you know, I sobered up. You know, we waited like 3 hours, something like 3 or 4 hours, and I was drinking Red Bulls and, you know, iced coffees and stuff. And I mean, I wasn't drunk to start with. I mean, I get to a point to where I'm feeling pretty decently, because I don't want to overdo it, because, you know, I don't do that. It's just a waste of a good time. So anyway, I had to make the decision that I'm going to drive myself to I'm going to drive us to my house, which my house was closer than his. And then I was just going to give him a lift the next morning. So here my house was about 8 to 10 miles away. Okay, so we got into my car, we headed down the road. Lo and behold, there was a road check, guys. Okay, there was a road check, and they were checking IDs. So I went up, I showed him my ID, and he looked at me. He said, have you been drinking tonight? I said, officer, I'm an honest person, and I'm not going to lie to you. I'm like, yeah, I have. Like, I'm trying to get home. I got my buddy over here beside him. He's got a doctor's appointment in the morning. I said, we were at a party. I said, he was supposed to be my designated driver. I told him the whole story. And, well, the guy told me, he's like, okay, just pull over to the side here. And it was just him and like 2 other cops that was actually checking the IDs. So he pulled me over to the side. He come over, he come to the car, and he said, how much have you had to drink tonight? I said, I just had a few drinks. I said, not much, man. I said, I really haven't. He's like, do you think that you could drive? I was like, yeah, I'm able to drive. I said, I actually drank some Red Bulls, and I drank some coffee and stuff like that. I've sobered up for like 3 or 4 hours. And he looked at me. He said, all right. He said, we're going to do some field sobriety tests, and if you pass them, I'll let you go on your way. I was like, okay. So First, you know, he made me touch the tip of my nose and all that and follow the light and then walk the straight line. And there was some other tests and stuff like that. And then he asked me, he said, would you mind blowing into a breathalyzer? I said, sure. So I blowed, and lo and behold, I ended up blowing a 1.0. And he looked at me, he said, you are literally 0.2 over the legal limit. I said, I know. He said, well, how are you able to drive? I said, well, officer, I said, honestly, I said, I am able to drive. I said, I would not tell you if I'm not able to drive. I said, because I'm not wanting to go to jail, but if you feel like that I'm way too wasted to go to, you know, to drive, you know, I can have somebody pick me up or whatever. He's like, well, how far do you live down the road? And we already traveled like probably like 3 or 4 miles. I told him, I said, well, from where we was at the party, I said I was actually 8 to 10 miles away from my house around in that mount. And he was like, okay, well, I'll just give me a few minutes. He said, we're going to stay here probably another 15 minutes. He said, if you could stay here for about 15, 20 minutes, he said, I'll escort you to your house to make sure that you're going to be all right. So I agreed with it. And so lo and behold, 15, 20, you know, around 20 minutes came around, and he came up to the car. He said, okay. He said, I want you to pull out in front of me, and I'll go ahead and follow you. So he follows me all the way to my house. And, you know, he looks at me, gets out of the car one more time when I get out of the car. And he looks at me, he says, you know you got a lucky break tonight. He said, a lot of people don't get these type of breaks. I'm like, I know. And I appreciate you for, you know, doing what you did. He's like, look, I'm a nice cop. I try to do my job. I try to uphold the Constitution. I try to do my job correctly. And I try to, you know, cut people some breaks when I know that they need a break cut. I was like, well, that's good. I said, you know, and me, I have some respect for the law enforcement. Some respect. But not a lot. Now, there's some reasons to why that I don't have a lot of respect for law enforcement. Now, for the ones that actually do their job, yeah, I'll respect you. But for the ones that just go out here and just crooked as can be, no. No. And see, a lot of them really think that because they got a badge and a gun. What's going on, man? Anyway, hold on a second, bro. Like I said, stream, because the cops think because they got a badge and a gun, they can do whatever they want. And most likely, they were the people that were in high school that were getting bullied or picked on, and they decide, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and become a police officer and do the same thing that we got done to us. And usually that's probably 8 out of 10 is what usually happens. And that's why my respect for the police, my respect for the police officers that work in the, you know, the police department stuff, my respect for them is out the window. And I hate to say it, like, I have no respect for our government because they're money hungry. They're like, if you go out here and say you were in desperate need of some money, and like where my area is at, like it's big famous for moonshiners and stuff like that. If you was to go out here and make you a little bit of mountain whiskey or something like that, you'll go to, you know, straight to prison, and because you didn't pay the taxes on it. You know, and like you got all these other people out here that sell meth, that's, you know, killing people on meth. It's also selling like different stuff, man, like heroin, crack, you know, all this stuff, you know, all this stuff is really killing people. But yet, somebody that makes a little bit of mountain whiskey is treated like a murderer. Yeah, for real. I mean, it seriously is, man. Like, police officers do. Now, I have respect for the ones, like I just said. I have respect for the ones that actually do their job. You know, for the ones that actually do their jobs, I kind of respect them, but I still don't like them. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you not hear me? What's going on now? Why can't you hear me? But no, like I said, man, like, you know, the police officers, man, in this world, you don't know which one to trust. And that's why my respect is like very low with the police officers, man. I've met some, you know, I met some pretty decent cops, and I met some straight asshole cops, man. It makes me want, I mean, a lot of times, and I hate to say this, the bad cops give the actual good cops a bad name. And that's why you see a lot of cops getting killed in action, because of these fucking crooked cops making these good cops look bad. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these cops are getting killed and stuff like that, because of these crooked cops. You know, and that's what's wrong with this world. You know, and I think that they should go through, once you become a police officer, I think you should go under a mental evaluation. No, I just said, no. I said, like, hypothetically, if somebody was to become a police officer, like if somebody was to become a police officer or wanted to become a police officer, they had to go under, you know, they had to go under a mental evaluation. You know, because it would make them feel a little bit better, and people, you know, the public feel a lot better to know that they have actual caring. Yeah, that they would have caring cops that actually would do their job. See, in my area, dude, you can call the damn ambulances, and like, you would die by the time they got to you and took you to the hospital. No joke, because let me say this. Where I live at, look, in my town, the hospital closed down. The nearest hospital is about 30 minutes away. So if you had a heart attack, you might as well go ahead and get a head start and dig your grave. I mean, you still gotta wait another 25 minutes for the damn ambulances to show up. And let me say this, you know, there is so crooked down here where I live at, like, it is really crooked, that even the ambulances, the people that drive them are paying people to call the hospital. Because, yeah, but see, here's the thing. They only get paid for how many people they take back and forth to the hospital. They don't get paid hourly. They get paid once they pick up somebody, they get paid for that. But they still get money off of it. Like, it's so crooked. It really is. The system is so crooked, bro. It really is. Like, the system, a lot of people don't realize it, man, unless you actually an ambulance driver, or like you're a paramedic. You really wouldn't know. Like, the general public just wouldn't know what's going on there. But if you become a paramedic, or you're an ambulance driver or something like that, you would actually realize, damn, this is a crooked job. It really is. And like, even the, what in the world is going on with this game, guys? I don't know. I'm sitting here playing Grand Theft Auto, and I'm possibly going to have to join another lobby, or something's going to have to go on here, because I think I just got no, like, the thing is, like, I got stuck. I'm in an infinite load. No, that was my buddy that hit all them. My buddy was sitting there beside him, and he said, "Watch this." Ding. No, my buddy's hit there. My buddy, see, you gotta understand, my buddy's got his phone, and like somehow he does this. He'll do it through his phone too, man. Like I learn a lot of stuff from him, but I do it for reasons. I don't just hit people up just because like, oh well, I'm in a mad mood, I'm gonna hit somebody off. No, I believe that if Treyarch's not able to see it, like if they're not able to notice, like say if somebody's using a modded controller, I have noticed that in Black Ops 4 a lot. Yeah, like a lot. Especially like with the DMR or like pistols or like a lot of like semi-automatic weapons. Now I have seen it with the Rampage too. Somebody actually, I didn't catch it on stream, but somebody was actually using the Rampage and they were using a jitter mod. You know what the jitter mod is, don't you? Like when you're switching weapons and like it's really hard to hit like if you don't have a modded controller. But it's like switching weapons and shooting at the same time, like very fast. It's like reload, switch weapons and fire, reload, switch weapons and fire. It's really, really hard to hit, but there is people that actually do it, and like they're really good at it, and it's actually not. And see, this is one thing that I think is kind of ridiculous. Like, you know how like you got what is the a scuff? Did you know technically those are modded controllers? Yeah, they're technically modded controllers because you have a wire that is redirecting into the back, because a modded controller is called modifications. If you do modifications to your controller, it's called a modded controller. And you're putting the buttons and putting triggers on the back, so that way that you can press it instead of actually pressing the circle button. You would just press the back trigger, and that's modded controllers. So in technical terms, a SCUF controller is a modded controller, but it passes through as a safe modded controller because it's not a game-breaking modded controller. It's not like if you used to use like a rapid fire controller to where you would hold in the button and it would fire for you, because it'd have a repeater on it. You know, it'd have like a repeater little chip in it, and it would tell the controller, you know, hit this button, you know, at this, you know, at this this rate. And that's why that, you know, a SCUF controller gets through it, because it's only telling it, okay, once he presses and holds this, it's just the same thing as holding B or circle. So that's how it passes through as a modded controller. What in the world, guys, is going on here? Like, I'm in an infinite load. I don't know what to do, guys. I tried to join a friend of mine that was already playing. Everything. I just don't know what to do. I hate to end my stream. I mean, I just don't know what else to do. I'm trying everything I know what to do. Maybe if I go to like, maybe if I go back and go like to Grand Theft Auto and go down to like, oh yeah, it's exactly like the beta. But there is some changes though. Like, there is some like gun changes, like the only guns, like the ones that they had for the beta and the ones they didn't release, are the ones that they actually were still working on. That's why they actually never released them on the beta. The ones they had the main concern for was already on the beta. Okay. I don't what to do. Like, I've tried everything I know what to do. I mean, I've sat here and joined friends. Yeah, I mean, it's getting really broken, man. Like, it puts you in this infinite load and you don't know what to do. That's why mainly I don't ever play it. Because once you do actually go on the missions, I mean, once you do go on the missions and stuff, man, like, it will happen. Like, if it doesn't happen the first time, it will happen. Okay, we have some cloud. Okay, we have some fog. Okay, so we have some changes. We have some fog now, so hopefully maybe it might lag out or something, because like my screen is real foggy. Like, I can still see part of the map down in the right corner, but it's getting really foggy. So I mean, it is changing, so I'm hoping that maybe it's not in an infinite load, it's just taking it a while to actually load up. Well, it all depends. I mean, are they snotty type girls? Are they like prissy? Are they grouchy? You know, like, I would need a little bit more detail than what you're kind of getting at. Well, well, okay, okay. Let me go ahead and tell you this. Those are those are what those are what I would call gold diggers. Look. Okay, well, that's a lot of girls, man. Okay, well, let me go ahead and tell you this. A lot of reason to why girls act that way. A lot of girls, they don't want to get hurt. That's why that they're stubborn, because they don't want to actually get hurt for a second time. It's like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, I'm just an idiot. You know what I'm saying? That's the way the girls are thinking. So if you was to mess up the first time, you need to make her realize that you are sorry. You got to make sure that she knows that you are sorry. But now, to the girls that go after, like you said, like the Justin Biebers and all this, those are money hungry. They're just going after who's the one that's likely to have the money. That's what they're wanting. And I know a lot of girls that actually go after old men. They go after older guys. that are either getting ready to go into retirement or they are already retired, and knowing that they've got thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars put back, and they want that because so that they know that older men is not going to have. Yeah, and there's a lot of different ways of calling a gold digger a gold digger. The ones that go after like the Justin Biebers, the ones that go after older men. Now, I'm not saying that all girls like that are that. Now, there are some that look the same way as like a lot of guys do. Now, a lot of guys are very same way. I'm going to say this. A lot of guys are the same way. They are gold diggers. They usually get with a woman and the woman pays for everything, or they are mama's boys and they stay at mama's house. Mama pays all the bills. He goes out and does his own thing, and that's still kind of a gold digger. It's what they can get when they want it. And usually they were raised up spoiled brats. Now, or they were raised up in a rich family. And usually if you find a rich girl, she's usually snobby. She acts like her crap don't stink. She really does. She thinks that her breath don't stink. She thinks that she's all that. And like if she was like where I'm actually raised at, man, a lot of people like to go hunting or fishing. Well, it gets that way. Well, a lot of people put their standards out there. A lot of people has their standards, and a lot of girls are the same way. They throw their standards as high as they can possibly. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, no, what I said though, like I didn't say nothing after that. But like a lot of girls, they'll put their standards up high, and then if they can't reach those standards, they will then lower their standards. Okay, but okay, well let me throw my perspective of how I am. Okay, and this is for you, and this is for my stream to know. I don't look. Looks is not everything to me. That's a bonus. Well, but here's, okay, then well, then that means that a lot of people are attracted to people in a different ways. Like with me, looks ain't everything. I look at people as their personality. What do I have in common with this person? I look at like what I got in common with them, my interests, a lot of that, and that's how that you pull and connect to girls. Is your personality, your connection, what you do in your own life, what does it connect with theirs? You know what I'm saying? Like your interest is like like with me, I'm interested in hunting, fishing, outdoors, adventurous. You know what I'm saying? And like I know there's girls out there that love hunting, they love fishing, and they're adventurous and want to go outgoing. You know, and see, there's one girl that she's the same way as me, outgoing, adventurous, loves hunting, loves fishing, you know, a standard country girl, you know, what I'm kind of looking at. And she has a beautiful personality, you know, she's got a good heart, good head on her shoulders, and the looks is a bonus, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you gotta look for in all girls. And if a girl doesn't look at you like you're a Justin Bieber, then that means don't even mess with that. That's not even in your league. That don't mean that a girl next year isn't going to be like, well, hell, I had my chances. You want to put your standards out there. You want to throw your standards. But what it is, if a girl, say, if a really good looking, like the old Jessica Simpson, you know, yeah, like the old, Jessica Simpson. Okay, like the old Jessica Simpson back in Dukes of Hazzard, when she was on Dukes of Hazzard and stuff, you know. Say if a girl like that walks up to you and stuff like that, you want to actually do the same thing that a lot of good, you know, these play hard to get. That's what they're doing. They're playing hard to get. They want to see how many hurdles you're willing to jump over to capture their heart. That's what they want. That's what they're wanting. And that's why a lot of these girls, they're not being snobby. A lot of them ain't. A lot of girls want a guy to work for their heart. And they will know, they will scatter the weak from the strong. They will separate them. Well, there's a lot of girls that do try to change people, but maybe they're just trying to change them, not like change their personality and change who they are. They just want them to change to what a little, like a little tilt in their way, to show that they have a little leniency. Like if the girl asked him pop from the store, can you go get it for me, please? And they would. They want a leniency guy that will give up things in his life for his old lady. That's what a lot of girls want. You know, as the same with a guy. The same with a guy. The guy would actually want, thank God I'm going to lag out. Yeah, because I hear the beeping now. There we go. Kick from idling too long. Thank God, guys. And I'm sorry, guys, that you had to wait this long and sit here with an infinite loading screen like that and had to wait until I lagged out. But I hope y'all enjoyed the speech talking about the looks on girls and stuff like that. And, you know, it's not just the girls, the guys too. There's a lot of guys out there that's the same way. I mean, but I don't actually frame myself with them type of people, man. I have respect for all people, everybody. Because everybody deserves a respect at first, until you disrespect. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Once I meet somebody, it would be the same respect as if I had a friend that I had for 15 years. I would treat everybody the same. But if you was to disrespect me, then you're not under my wing. You're thrown out of the nest and off of the tree. you know, I've had a lot of friends that that actually were not friends that I thought they were, and you know, I didn't associate myself with them no more, and they got mad about that because they didn't. They thought that because they used me, they was like, "Well, Don, man, you know, we know you can mess around with some good bud. You know, we know you know how to get the good bud, and you know, plus you're able to go out here and you're able to buy your alcohol whenever you want it." You know, and they always cut, you know, if there was stuff going good in my house, like if I had alcohol, you know, I had a little bit of herb or something like that, people would start showing up. You know, people would come by a lot more because they knew I had stuff and they were using me. They would only come by when it was convenient, when I had stuff. But if I didn't have anything, oh, they wouldn't show up. They'd be like, oh, well, you know, it ain't a time for us because we ain't getting anything out of it for going and seeing him. Yeah, I can hear you.
Morse Mutual, how can I be of service? I can do that. Have a nice day.
It was bribery, and that's the same thing. Like they only want something. They'll only do something if you give them something. They have to. It's like, okay, well, if you want this, you got to do this. It's the same concept. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, I heard you. But like, it's just a lot of these people, man. Like that's just who they are, and like a lot of people would stay away from those type of people, man. I mean, a lot of people are different, and that's what makes the world, you know, a weird place sometimes, man. Like, and a lot of people are unique in their own way. Well, you wouldn't want to change. You wouldn't want to change who they are. You know, it's just... Well, they learn in the long run. A lot of people...
I will be right back.
A lot of people learn, you know, the rules of life in a later date, you know, than others. You know, some people might, you know, go through a relationship and realize, well, hell, I messed that up. It was my fault. What did, you know, and realize what they did wrong first-handed, you know, and they try to change themselves, you know, and like some people, they do need to change, you know, and the girls are trying to probably change their person into for the better. They're not trying to change them into something they want. They're trying to change them in for the better. They're trying to make them, you know, make them look and see things in the view that they're trying to see it. You know, and there's a lot of controversy around, well, you know, around that subject of people changing people. Not a lot of people realize it. You know, a lot of people look at it, well, that girl's trying to change me. You know, I am who I am. I can't, you know, I can't have somebody trying to change me. You know, maybe they're not trying to change you. They're just trying to get you to look at things their, you know, in their way. You know, they're just trying to give you, you know, a different way to looking at things, and maybe and giving you like an opportunity. You know, hey, change. You know, change. I'm gonna change this in your life. You know, they're not telling you to change it. You know, it's like, well, either you change or I'm. You know, we're done. You know, now that on the other hand would be, well, I'm not changing for you. You know, no way, that ain't gonna happen. But if a girl was to be like, well, you know, I would try to change this, you know, she's not saying, well, you need to change this, you know, she's just giving you a perspective where you need to change. Hey, hold that thought. Hold that thought for a second, bro. I got a call. Hold on a minute. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so, but, hurry up with your thing. I know. I'm just trying to tell you, like, I need to really, because I gotta go. But hurry up and you can go ahead and say what you're going to say real quick. Mm-hmm.
Send me a game request later or when you can.
Well, in my perspective, it's not a stubborn, it's just a heartless. They don't care who they hurt. You know, you gotta realize, man, like a lot of girls, they're just, well, if he ain't gonna be what I want him to be, no, just don't worry about it. I'll just go ahead and go on with somebody else. And in my perspective, those are called ho-hos. If they can move on, you know, like how long was you with this girl? How long was you with her? 2 or 3 months. Okay. Well, even like in a 2 or 3 month period, she still would have a feeling there. But any girl, and this is my own perspective, any girl that can move on if they've been with a guy for like 2 or 3 years, or even like a few months, there's, there's some feelings there, and if a girl can just, I've been waiting for 2 or 3 years, right in a bar, right up hugged up on some other guy and stuff like that. Those are heartless. They don't have any feelings. They have no feelings in their body. They don't care. It's just what benefits them. That's all they care about, is them and themselves only. And you don't need to associate yourself with something like that. I would not even try to apologize, even if you were in the wrong. And that, it could have been, maybe it was for the good. To look at it, man, it might have been for the good. Some things in this world, man, like, they happen for a reason. They really do. And not a lot of people realize that, man. A lot of people, they know about it, but they're not actually putting, thought into it, and realizing that stuff really would happen for a reason. Maybe it was for the good that you did what you did. Even though it might have been bad or worse or whatever it was. But maybe you did it to reveal her true self. Once, it's the true face. You actually pull the mask off, and you're revealing her true face. You're revealing her true colors of who she really is and the way she really is. So, yeah. Alright, man, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream right now because I gotta go myself, man. But I'm gonna. Alright, man. See you, man. But no, guys, I hope y'all get exactly everything I was trying to explain that guy. I don't have any disrespect for anybody, but there's a lot of people in this world that's just, they don't actually truly show their true face. And you have to do things, and some things happen for a reason. And like his situation, he did what he did. It might have been horrible what this dude did, but he actually showed this girl her true face. And she went off and got with another guy literally probably the next day. And that's bad. Any girl that does that, they never loved you, never cared for you. They just wanted what they could get from you. But if a girl truly liked you and they really loved you and they loved who you were, they would still associate themselves, but also still be hurt of what you did. And if you really love this girl and you really care about this girl, you would apologize, and really sincerely apologize. Not just say, well, I'm sorry, no big deal. No, you need to really sincerely reach down into the bottom of your heart and truly tell her you're sorry. And tell her, I am who I am. I'm sorry that I messed up. I'm sorry that I did what I did. Can you find it in your heart to forgive me? Not forget, but just forgive me. And know that I'm going to work to strive and work hard to be a better person for you and for myself. And, girls would actually look at it, and you gotta really strive and try to be better. To not ever do stuff like that. If you was to, there's a lot of people out here in this world that cheat on people, and some of them, they do it just because, well, my old lady ain't giving me none, so I guess I'm gonna go out here and get some. That right there is yeah, you're probably not gonna get forgiveness or forget about that either. I mean, that right there is just cold-hearted as can be. So, but anyway, guys, I hope you get what I was trying to explain there, guys. And so anyway, guys, we're going to end this stream. Like I say, guys, don't forget to go ahead and smash the like button.